Hey y'all, we've got an exciting announcement. Spectrum is now a game. That's right, we've heard your cry. We've just launched our Kickstarter, so please go and support it now. We hope you love it.
I love bi men. I'm very attracted to trans men, but that would still make me gay though, because they're all
Yeah,
still
that just
men.
means you're super gay. Yeah. This reminds me of the marker game, like when trivia with the marker in 7th grade.
Who is most likely to pull a prank?
Really?
You did! You ripped off a toenail!
But that's only because he pulled so many pranks on me that I was getting him back.
Oh.
Throughout the seasons, I think it's you.
I'm like the least.
Maybe him and I have a better relationship and he likes to pull
You
pranks
ripped
on
off
me.
my toenail.
Not to be a narcissist, but what about me?
When
What
have you
about
ever
you?
pulled a
I'm
prank?
constantly like, whenever we're really tired and it's been like a 12-hour day, I'm like, oh, I just found out we have another 6 hours. And then you guys all get into like a big huff
You
about it.
literally
like,
never made that joke.
who is more likely to win America's Next Top Model?
Oh.
3, 2, 1,
Oh,
go.
sorry. Also me. Yeah.
He has the looks down.
It's true.
Yeah.
Tan?
She's seen every episode.
I just wanted
Get
to,
your ass over
I
here.
just wanted to be combative.
Get your ass over here right now. Get over
We don't
there.
want any fighting. We're all standing in this lane.
No,
good day.
anything to do
We
with
are
top
a
models
united
isn't
good
fun.
day, and I
It's
don't want it to be
unanimous.
ruined. Thank you for your participation.
Who is more likely to tell it like it is?
Oh,
3,
oh.
2, 1,
Oh,
go.
sorry. I am very British. And,
Who is more likely to send you a thoughtful message or gift just because?
that's cute, Jackie. Thanks, baby.
You're like the only one who does nice stuff.
Oh, that's
You. Chromo actually just randomly sends me messages.
Anthony will often send gifts very sweetly.
And he took you on that vacation?
And he took me on a
He took you-
vacation to Mexico.
Who is more likely to get stopped on the street?
Well, it's really Tim. I'm gonna say Anthony only because his reaction's the funniest.
What's his reaction?
He pretends like he doesn't see you.
I get overwhelmed.
Or pretend to see.
Okay.
Pretend
2 seconds, 2
I'm
seconds,
Anthony, and you
2
be
seconds.
and
Got
you be
it.
like
Sorry.
someone getting excited.
Oh my God, Anthony. Anthony? Hey, Anthony! 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 See, no, Anthony loves me! See me! I love you!
I'm out. Goodbye. Thank you. This was so much fun.
He used to get really nervous. He used to get really nervous.
I get severe social anxiety and I would just get really overwhelmed and I get like severe palpitations and I sweat like crazy.
Being on Queer Eye was my dream. 3, 2, 1, go.
Once I heard about that audition, honey.
Well, I
was
Remember,
ready
I
to-
almost didn't show up to the auditions because I had a trip planned to Spain, and I was like, "There's no way I'm going to get this. I'm just going to go to Spain."
I've still never seen the American. I've never seen the American.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I still remember exactly where I was. I was at 3 Gold Street.
Bobby, what were your thoughts when you watched Queer Eye for the first time?
I felt seen. You know, especially seeing somebody like Tom who was in the industry that I wanted to be in. I felt like all those people my whole life that told me I wouldn't amount to anything, that I would never find love, that I would never be in a normal relationship, I would never live a normal life. The 5 of them proved that you could.
I felt I have to say it, I felt a deep tingling in my loins for Kyan.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, he really
Oh
did it
yeah,
for
I had a
me.
huge crush on Kaya.
Oh my God.
I worry that the people we help will fall back into their old lifestyles. 3, 2, 1, go.
I disagree because even if they go back to their own lifestyles, I like to think that they had a nice little experience in a moment in time they can go back to whenever they're ready and they have that willingness.
Listen, if you've chosen to disregard everything we've said, more fool you.
I kind of agree that I worry about it sometimes.
I think for my category it's harder because they're not just gonna throw out everything I gave them.
I don't know.
Well,
sometimes
they have.
Okay, this section is called Hot Takes, and we had our audience submit prompts that they want to ask you guys.
The back of this dress is really pretty, so I better stand like this for this one.
I've had a crush on another Fab Five member. 3, 2, 1, go.
I mean, yeah.
That's rude.
That
At
is
any
not
point-
true, Anthony. Get over there. Get over there right now.
I don't believe
Get
you.
over there.
You were in love with me for 2 seasons. Come on. When I first met Cramo, he knows this. I had
Me
a
too,
real
me too, me
crush
too,
on
me too.
Cramo.
Me too. I really was like, oh my God, like just split me in half. That's how I felt.
I didn't think that, but I just thought he'd be nice to make out with.
I think we all equally found each other very attractive in the beginning, but then we all became like brothers and friends, and that never happened. But of course, in the beginning, I think, yeah, I was attracted to everybody.
I genuinely love all of you, but I know what a crush is like, and it doesn't equate to that.
I strongly disagree with him. That's what I strongly disagree with. I'm about to take this strongly disagree cone and put it up where the sun doesn't shine because it's not true.
I have the hardest job on the show. 3, 2, 1, go.
We'll just all go over here.
Wow, I'm so shocked.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is it.
Absolutely.
This is it.
This is what good teamwork looks
Yes.
like. And then there's you two
With me,
dum-dums.
even though Bobby has to like build an entire house and everything, I feel like doing hair is really hard, and sometimes people are really upset about it, and sometimes I have to like do haircuts on people who have no hair, and that's really hard.
I think I have the most time-consuming job on our show. I wouldn't say it's the
Time-consuming
hardest,
I'm just kidding.
because there's been episodes where Tan's had the hardest, where Antony's had the hardest, when Jonathan, our jobs have all been hard in different ways.
Karamo's never had. Oh no, yeah, he has.
Yeah, no, he's definitely
3
had some that
times.
have been hard to crack. Would we agree with that?
I was at the salon 12 hours once.
Girl, it takes me weeks to do episodes.
Schmeeks weeks.
I would argue
Just
that a
kidding.
bolognese can take 3 to 4 hours.
There were heroes who were tough to work with. 3, 2, 1, go.
You idiot. Yeah, there's been a lot of them that are hard. I mean, our show is an emotional show. There's a lot of times people don't want to really go through the process. And it's hard sometimes I know Tan's definitely struggled with that.
Willingness is not binary. It's not black and white. It's not yes or no. It comes in all the different shapes and forms. And we love all our heroes equally. Can some of them be a pain in the ass at times? Yeah, but do we give up? No!
Pronouns should be on all name tags. 3, 2, 1, go.
Tricky one. I have a question before I make a decision. What if the person hasn't figured out their pronouns yet and they're uncomfortable and it's not something that they feel comfortable assigning themselves to a label?
The quickest way to make those people comfortable? Make it mandatory for everybody.
No, but if somebody's on their journey and it takes
yeah,
longer
what if-
for
what
them
if
to
somebody
figure it
hasn't
out?
If it was
figured
the
it out
norm,
yet.
if it was the norm for everyone to just have it.
I feel like making someone label themselves is what society's already trying to do. Like, are you a man or are you a woman? And you need to be. I feel like making somebody label themselves before they're ready is
I'm so
counterproductive.
torn on this one because I can honestly stand at either end of this, and I feel strongly about both.
I think that we need to afford people time to really figure out who they are, who they want to be, how they represent themselves to the world.
The thought of having to identify with a pronoun being such a terrifying thing goes to show how much we should dismantle the binary in the first place. Because like that's part of why I identify with he, she, they. Because I don't feel that I've ever fit within the binary at all. So that's why I feel really fluid to like flip between all of them. I'm personally really tired of being misgendered. And I think other people that live outside of the gender binary are sick of it. So it's like if you just had it out there, it's like it just makes it easier for people to like navigate something.
If they said, look, there are no more he, she, there's only they, I could subscribe to that. But I think if they are forced to figure out a label then, I think I think we're forcing people to do something that they may not feel comfortable with.
just like I feel like it's forcing somebody to have a very public journey before they may be ready for it.
And part of why I'm torn, maybe I might have like an internal confusion that's going on right now with hold on, one sec. With sexuality and gender, because for me, sexuality, like if I came out as gay and I felt like I couldn't take it back, but maybe to your point, it's different with gender. I just can't relate to it.
Gender isn't important. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait. What? Maybe I misunderstood that. Because to me, like what I think of is gender important. No, it's not. Like Not in a way that it's not an important thing to think about. Someone's journey with gender is important, but like someone's definition of gender isn't necessarily.
For some people, gender is incredibly important to them, and that helps dictate who they are and who they get to be and how they get to feel most comfortable.
I think there's been too much emphasis put on gender, especially by commercialism of blue is for boys, pink is for girls, and this is what defines gender. I think there's been too much defining gender, and I think that gender should be fluid in whatever you feel inside, which is why, to me, I don't feel as important.
But because for some people it is important, we have to respect that, and therefore it is important as a globe of humans. Does that make sense?
Yes. I strongly believe that it's very important because of all the violence against women and the violence against trans people and the violence that's like, so for me, I feel like it's very important because until we can dismantle this oppressive, murderous gender binary that we are living with, I feel like
But Bobby's idea is the goal.
It's the goal.
Yeah,
It's the
to me, I think of it as a goal that no, it's not important.
That's
Be
what
who
I'm
you
saying.
are.
I understand the intention.
Yeah, no, I
of what
love your
you're saying.
intention. I think it's great.
I had a hard time accepting my sexuality.
Did you say had?
Yes.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, go.
I am from a very conservative community, as you all know, and so I had time reconciling how it was going to play out in my future. And so I always knew I was gay. I just didn't know if it was something I was ever going to be able to action without being possibly killed. And so yeah, it was hard. It was a hard time reconciling it. But I always knew I was gay.
Internally, I feel like I knew who I was, and I felt like I knew what my truth was. I felt like the outside world had like a bigger problem with it.
I struggled with it, I think, a little like post-puberty when I realized that I was attracted to boys and girls. Honestly though, even just before Queer Eye, I had a lot of people in my life who just assumed that I was straight. Landing that job and having my life change and all of the jobs and everything gave me this like confidence that I didn't have before.
Queer representation in media has become way better. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm allowed on TV, and I don't mean allowed as in somebody gave me permission, but the fact that there's somebody like me on TV blows my mind. I never thought in my lifetime a Muslim, queer, brown person would be on TV.
With perfect hair.
With gorgeous hair.
Yeah, when I was little, the only person that was out was Ellen. And obviously that didn't end well for her then. And then Will and Grace, that wasn't even when I was little, that was still like early 20s. And I still think there's a lot of broadcast shows that there is zero representation in, and there won't be because that demographic won't be okay with it.
It still makes headlines whenever there's like a queer story that's at the forefront of the leading people, whether it's people of color, anybody queer, it still makes like a big splash and it's like treated as it's like a big deal. So it's not normalized yet.
There are still movies being banned in Middle Eastern countries.
And even just right here, we have like so many, state legislatures that are trying to ban books because they're sillies. Yeah.
We are truly making a difference in the world. 3, 2, 1, go.
Getting picked up from my house on the way to the airport yesterday morning, a 70-year-old white man driver pulls up, and I get in the car, and he looks at me and he goes, "I just have to say, your show has changed my family's life. My daughter's 27 and she is transitioning, and we couldn't relate, we couldn't understand, and we watched your show, and it allows us to be able to understand our daughter and what she is going through, and you guys have helped my family heal and be there for our daughter when there's no way we could have before." Moments like that really make me proud of what we do, and make anything that, hot days, this and that,
Yeah.
make it all worth it.
Because the reason that I stopped on somewhat is I was like, oh, but there's always more. We could always be doing more. We could always be making more progress. But I feel like what we're all doing, what we're all bringing, I do feel like we are changing the perceptions, and I do feel like we're making a difference. And I feel really strongly about that.
Out of all the human interactions that we've had, and it's like, yes, I get very overwhelmed when people stop me, but like it never gets old when you see like multiple generations of families stop you at an airport and be like, this is a show that we can watch as a family. I never thought I was going to be part of that narrative. I'm still shocked by it.
I know it may seem arrogant to suggest that the work that we're doing impacts the world and makes a difference. However, having kids from Pakistan message to say, I never believed there was a future for me. I thought maybe that by the time I hit my 20s, which is when we're meant to get married, I'd have to kill myself. To know that you are out there, you've got a partner, you've now got a child, you've lived a life that that was normal for you, and your country is in a place that I dream our country will be. That kind of inspiration is priceless. I don't think that any of us can really quantify what impact we make on the kids in villages in Pakistan who have never, ever, ever believed that they have a life past 20. That blows my mind. That's changing the world. Come on!
Come here, Jackie.
Dum-dums. Love everyone.
Karama, we're thinking, I don't know why I looked up. Karama, we're thinking about you.
You've gone too soon. Do you want to make it clear? Karama's just not feeling very well.
Yeah.
He's back. We are still the Fab Five.
Yay! What's the light?
Whoops. Whoops.
I said ow, but it didn't hurt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.